Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. A fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal.
It's still 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
Makes the catch on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to pass. It's Kendricks. Coming after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying play action. Looking for his man. Complete downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
At the 4-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, a 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Cricket. Go.
He'll sneak it. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Offense is stopped. Will be determined on downs.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's loose at the 15. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 7, NC State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Wildcats are in the hurry up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to buy time. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Fires to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on third and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on third and long.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Pressure coming. Fires toward the target. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They'll go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got his first and goal.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to... But he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front. Your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Kendricks. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Kentucky going quickly. The run from the shotgun. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Here comes the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the running back. And more. Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's Slater. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Kendricks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
This is a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
As an offense, you're always going to take completions, incompletions, and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that next play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot.
325.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, going to the air. That catch would have given him the first down, but just a smidgen out of bounds, and they'll turn it over on that.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 3, NC State 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. NC State quick to the line.
Doesn't take this defense a lot.
And the ball's free in the backfield. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw, complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Smashes through. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the 1st down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the 1st down. Great job knowing where the 1st down was, putting his head down, getting the 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Ran through the contact. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality, what is football is. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky. A score for the big fella here. Might have tied in so. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got an open man. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. To throw, it's Slater. Steps away. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown, we're still sitting on a 10-point game. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Kentucky right back to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Skips away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the big fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Kentucky going quickly. Back to throw, it's Kendricks. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Offense facing
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
number 13 on to kick it away.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He's got it again. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Offense lining up quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. NC State going up tempo. On second down, just keeps firing. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, NC State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Kendricks. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
How about this change? Play it safe, don't make a mistake deep in your own end. Suddenly you're in plus territory and on the attack. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball is picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Slater. Catch open down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. NC State quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Myers on the move. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kentucky 13, NC State 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense, because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a team.
They did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
What a snag by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be.
And he's got it inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Scanning the field, it's Kendricks. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hand.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Back to pass, it's Slater. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. NC State going up-tempo. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Now on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This defense has stood tall 3 straight times. If they stop them again, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, and listen, you don't care about the yards. You get down here in the red zone, this is where you got to be stout, forcing a 4th down. Now you're just saying, hey, you want to go for it? Bring it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Looking for a man, it's Slater. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Kentucky Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably...
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, the defense is going to give you those all day. They're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.